This is FRIM, the Forest Research Institute, Malaysia. There is not a day which goes by that we don't think of escaping the rat race of city living. We wake up before the sun is up. We rush to work, rush to send our children to school. We rush to meet deadlines, meetings, responsibilities. Tired, flustered, anxious. We're constantly on the move to keep up. There is an escape. Right here in the city at the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia, known simply by folks here as FRIM. When FRIM was set up in 1929, it quickly became one of the leading institutions in tropical forest research in the world. This place is more than just a research field. It is a piece of heaven in the midst of all the development in the Klang Valley, a place for people to get closer to nature.
Hi guys, my name is Abdul Latif bin Muhammad. I'm the DG of FRIM since year 2008. FRIM is a good place where you can see all kind of timbers, plants, birds, animal, reptile. And we have two projects inside FRIM, what we call Nature Education Center and Environment Education Center. Nature Education Center, NEC, and Environment Education Center. We have CSR activities. We encourage kids, even public, to come here, plant trees, become friend of FRIM. Once you plant a tree, you become friend of FRIM. That means that you are also a supporter to this kind of environment activities. And once you become friend of FRIM, you have to take care of your trees. That's number one. FRIM is very near to the town, very near to the city, very near to airport. And this is a real sample of anybody can see exactly like the rainforest, which is much closer to the development. Beside the busy city of Kuala Lumpur, they still can see the forest. And this is what they call Ring Lang of Klang Valley. That's another thing that people always think of FRIM. That's why Selangor said a must-see destination in Selangor, one of them is FRIM.
There is plenty which goes on behind the scenes to upkeep the beautiful grounds at FRIM, with many more programs to educate people on preserving our natural environment.
Nobody even realized that the importance of DNA sequencing, where we make use of the DNA of the trees to prove that this timber was illegally logged from the forest and become the real case in the world, the first case I think in the world, the success story of science from Malaysia to reduce illegal logging everywhere. We also have medicinal plants and also biotechnology. You know Tongkat Ali? We produce the roots within the lab. So you can forget about land, you can forget about certain areas to be planted with Tongkat Ali. You can produce it in the lab with the better strength, 3 times better in terms of the strength of the chemical in lab. Okay? And we call it bioreactor. That's the first one in Malaysia. So we hope that this project will be kick off as a real commercial entity by end of the year. By sacrificing the forest, you are sacrificing your future generation. That's why now we translate the idea of science. So we advise the local council, if you want to plant a tree, don't plant landscape trees. You have to plant the real trees come from the forest. Why? Because the flashing leaf, flower, and fruit can give so many variety of colors. One thing is that why I like FRIM so much. The study, the R&D on the basic properties of the land, the study on how to plant the trees, how to plant good quality trees, and how to do the development of the trees, how to come up with the product of the trees, something that can benefit the public, something that can tell the people what we have, the basic studies, the applied studies, can be used as accreditation, validation, verification. This is the important parts of the economy that is needed now. Everything must be tested, everything must be validated, and the whole thing come from FRIM, where they have the whole source of information. Nobody else can have that. This is the real pride of Malaysia in the future. FRIM is a good area where you can learn about nature, you can learn about the environment, and people get closer and closer to the nature. Why? Without the nature, we are nowhere, we are nobody, and will be doomed in the future.
After all, our future lies in the hands of the young.